Hey guys, welcome into today's NBA playoff pick for April 14th, 2018. In today's video, talking about this Western Conference matchup between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Portland Trail Blazers. Going to give our lean on where we feel the better value stands on the over-under. Currently, we're seeing the total at about 217 points, which is high relative to some of these other first-round matchup totals that we're seeing, but not a big surprise given the fact that the Pelicans are a team that loves to play with tempo, one of the top-scoring teams in the NBA, and Portland tends to adapt to the style of their opponent, so that's why we're seeing a relatively high number here today with 217 total points. The old adage is that once you go into playoff basketball, things tend to slow down and each possession is valued a bit more, but that really hasn't been as much the case from where we've been seeing the NBA trend in recent years, especially last year. We saw a very consistent cover on the over side of things. It'll be interesting to see how that carries over into the 2018 postseason. So the Pelicans had themselves a great year, really surpassing many of their expectations, going 48-34 overall. And what's really impressive about that for this New Orleans team is the fact that they've been playing a good portion of the year without DeMarcus Cousins, one of their top players. The Pelicans, down the stretch, really were showing well in their regular season finale, taking down the Spurs at home by a final of 122-98, so a complete blowout win there for the Pelicans, and showing that they can even put up strong offensive numbers against one of the better defensive teams within the NBA. So closing out the regular season, the Pelicans won their last 5 games in a row, including their last 3 outings, which came as back-to-back wins on the road against the Golden State Warriors and Clippers, and then, of course, that win over the Spurs. The Pelicans on the year, like I said, an offensive-oriented group, 3rd in the NBA in scoring, 3rd in assists compared to 29th in total team defense. They're averaging nearly 112 points per game and also giving up over 110 points per game. So not necessarily a team that plays the greatest defense, but they score consistently and they play with that tempo, which also hurts their defensive numbers. You compare them over to the Portland Trail Blazers, who have generally done things more with their defense this year, but they have shown that they can adapt to the style that their opponent plays at, and they have, of course, have also shown that they can score some points. They're about league average 16th in the NBA in scoring, putting up almost 106 points per game compared to 5th in total team defense, giving up about 103 points per contest. So you take what each of these teams average, you have Portland at about 106 or so points per game, and the Pelicans, who are at almost 112 points per game. You add those two numbers up, and you get right at about where we're seeing the total here today, at about 217, 218 points. So not a big surprise. We see the Pelicans coming in here today and trying to get things sped up a bit, and we wouldn't be surprised to see more Portland match that tempo of style. And as a result, even though this is a relatively high total number at 217, we feel like the better value is going to be on the over side here. So again, siding with the over 217 points as the best play in this matchup. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. You disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our NBA playoff picks over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks, guys, for stopping on in, and we hope to see you in future videos. Bye.